everybody, and welcome to this video on functions. In this video, we have a look at how to understand the functions notation. So this here is the function notation. It's f of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So f is the function's name. It can take any letter or variable, so it can be g of x, f of x, or whatever the case is. And f of x is our y value or output. So we're saying f of x, so that is the function evaluated at that particular x value or input value, is equal to 2x plus 1. And then what we will have on the right-hand side is a rule defined with the input for which we will get that output associated with that x value. So let us have a look at some examples. So f of 1, what is this? It means everywhere that you see x in the rule, you're going to replace it with 1. So it's 2 times 1 plus 1, which is 3. Let's do another one. What is f of 2? F of 2 is 2 times 2 plus 1, and that is 5. So can you see in the place of x, we have replaced it with what we are evaluating the function at. Let us have a look at what do you think f of 3 plus x is. So this one here is 2, and in the place of x, we're going to put 3 plus x plus 1. So this here is 6 plus 2x plus 1, which is 2x plus 7. So here when we put the 3 plus x, then in the place of x, we put 3 plus x. So just a few other points. F of 0, which means that we're putting 0 in the place of x. So it's 2 times 0 plus 1, which is 1. This here is then the coordinate of the y-intercept. So f of 0 is the y-intercept. In function notation, the x-intercept is when f of x is equal to 0. So this here is the x-intercept. So let's solve for this one. So we have in place of f of x is 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus a half. So this is the graph notation for the y-intercept, and this is the graph notation for the x-intercept. Let us have a few more looks at some examples. So here we have a few functions that we have to answer. So the first one over there is f of 0. So f of 0 is, we're going to use the equation of f. It's 0 squared plus 1, which is 1. G of 0 is 4 over 0, which is undefined. F of x is equal to 0 is x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So x squared is equal to -1. And you should know that you can't have a -1 unless there's no real solution. G of x is equal to 0, again, is 4 over x is equal to 0. And again, there's no solution here. If you would like to find out why there are no solutions in these two particular graphs, please watch our video on the parabola and on the hyperbola, respectively. For f of 2, let's write this one over here. So f of 2, we have in the place of 2, we're putting x, in the place of x, we're putting 2. So it's 2 squared plus 1, which is 5. Let's look at this one. It's very interesting. F of g of 1. So first of all, let's calculate g of 1. So g of 1 is putting 1 in the place of g. So 4 over 1. So this is f of 4, which is then 4 squared plus 1, which is 17. So let's go over that one first. So first we find out what is the inside part equal to, and g of 1 is 4 over 1, which is simply 4, and then we can evaluate that with x. another one. So number 7, f of x plus g of x. So that f of x is x squared plus 1 and g of x is 4 over x. So this is the function f of x plus g of x. And the last one is we have to solve for for x if f of x is 5. So f of x is x squared plus 1, it's equal to 5. So x squared is equal to 5 minus 1. And x squared is equal to 4. So x is equal to the square root of 4, which is plus or minus 2. So you get 2 solutions for that one. Okay, so that is a video on functions notation and how to understand what they are asking. Please watch our other videos so you can understand more about the graphs.